everybody, and welcome back to the channel. Well, it's finally here. Got it a couple, 3 days after it released. The TRAXXAS MAXX 6S. Will this thing live up to all the hype? I don't know. Watched several videos on YouTube about it. Some early testers, I guess, got a hold of it. I have several of the 10 scale slashes. 3S, we've got one or two we use as a basher. We've got one we use on the course. We got one we're trying to make a speed slash out of, I guess you might call it. We're at 68 mile an hour and holding. Let me go ahead and get this thing out of the box. I'll put a link in the corner to some of those other videos. There is a short I posted on this yesterday, maybe. If you haven't seen it, you should have. Go check it out. Let me get this thing out of the box. Like I said, with most TRAXXAS products, this thing comes well packaged. The body's well taken care of. We done had all this off in the short. We'll go ahead and get this off out of the way. It was packaged up a little better than that. Pay no attention to my dirty mess down here. This thing does have the clipless body. Let's see if we can. There they are. This thing is almost. There we go, one-handed. Beautiful body. I chose the blue. My son got one. He chose the green one. Right there was a unique place to store the controller. I haven't even taken that out of there yet, as you can tell. I said store the controller. Store the controller for shipment. I don't intend to put that back in there. Looks like it's got your standard TRAXXAS controller, TQI. Looks like the basic stuff. Anyway, inside the body, if you haven't seen it already, I'm late to the game a little bit, but nice roll cage, clipless setup. Let's lay this out of the way without destroying it. Now, I don't own an X-Maxx, but they say, and from the videos I've watched, this setup, this chassis is a whole lot like one of those. Pretty awesome. I don't own anything like this yet until now. This is a whole new deal for me. Clipless. I did convert one of my slashes, one of my older four-wheel drive slashes, over to a clipless body system by ordering kit number, or I'll have to look it up and try to put it up here in the corner of the screen, right up there somewhere. Anyway, look at the size of these components down in here. Got the battery tray. Awesome. A lot like the X-Maxx. I'm sorry, XRT. Now we're going to be running two. These batteries are worse for wear. They go in my basher, and it's going to be a tight fit. Am I putting them in right? Maybe. I don't know. Yeah, it looks like they're going to go right down in there. That extra tape I have on them. It's going to be a tight fit. I may have to pick up a couple of new batteries. That's going to be something I hadn't planned for. Yeah, it's going to be a tight fit, but there we go. There we go. They're down in there. System locks over, and it does have, and I do have some pins. You slide the pin down in, it helps hold those in there, because this is a heavy car, especially now that you put the batteries. I don't know what it weighs. It don't tell on the box, but it's heavy, folks. It's not XRT heavy. That thing's like 22 to 24 pounds, I think, with the 4S batteries in it. I done warped one axle on it, but that's in a whole different deal. Back to this thing. It's just, I don't know what to say about it. This is video number one. We're not going to run it in this video. We're going to have to wait till video two to get it out and run it, because it is a little bit late at night here. But I just want to get this thing out and show you. Huge tires. These tires are belted. They are belted for your speed runs. This thing claims it'll run 70 mile an hour with the right gear, and I don't know. We're going to find out. We have one of the little GPS units you mount on there. We're trying it on our speed slash, which is still running on all stock TRAXXAS parts. Once again, video link will be up in the corner on that one. Check that series out. I'm about to reach the peak on it with stock parts. Little heads up, we're fixing to have to go to something else. Anyway, back to this thing. Look at the size of the motor. I don't even know the specs on that doggone motor. Hang on just a minute, let me look. I guess I'll have to dig up the information on the motor, the book, the box don't tell. All it does tell is this whole thing is equipped with VXL 6S waterproof electronics. All this the XL6S. Now, the motor size, I still couldn't find the specs on in the book, which is here. Oh, it does come with this handy plug. If you want to run it 4S. Plug it in one of those, put your 4S battery, but no. This thing's running 6S. We're going to run it 6S. Like I said, this is video 1 of 2. I don't know what else to say about it other than from this point of view, it looks awesome. I'm excited. I'm ready to get this thing out. I do see a few things that I do question, as heavy as this car is, why they did it. We'll see how it holds up. The shocks should work well. Aluminum shock caps, plastic shock, should have been metal. Should have been metal. So, we'll see how that holds up. This is a heavy car for that, but I don't know. We'll just have to see. I'm not going to upgrade the gearing just yet. We're going to run it just as it is, straight out of the box. 6S, of course. There's one plug. There's the other. We're going to run this thing 6S, see what happens, how it runs. Then we're going to add the high-speed gear and see what this thing can really do. Belted tires, they shouldn't be any problem. I had to put belted tires on the 10th scale Slash that I have. So, you know, they kept ballooning up because, like I said, I'm at 68 miles an hour with this thing. This thing says it's going to hit 70. Definitely glad to see the belted tires and the new tire design. I hadn't seen that before. I don't know what size tires these are. They are huge. TRAXXAS, of course. 5.3 by 22 by 3.2. Folks, stick around. We're going to, in the video part 2, we're going to get this thing out and run it. Probably not going to do anything that any other testers or any other content creators haven't already did, but we're going to see what I can do with it. Hopefully not destroy it. I wanted the blue color body. Like I said, my son's channel. Check him out. I'll put a link to his channel up here, right here. Ockmas Adventures. It's over on YouTube. Check him out. It's that easy. Put the body right back on. Should be ready to roll. Comes straight out of the box, ready to run. Stick your 2 3S batteries in it and let her rip. Hope y'all enjoyed the video. This is part 1 of 2, maybe 3, maybe 4. We'll have an entire bunch of videos on this, but I'm gonna make it a 2-parter. I'm gonna have this opening video, getting it out of the box, then I'm gonna have my first drive video and first thoughts on it. So, y'all like, share, subscribe. If you haven't, do it. If you like it, do it. If you don't like the content, go ahead and do it anyway. It sure would help the channel. It'd help. I appreciate it. Y'all have a great day. God bless. We'll see you on the next one. I guess for the time being, here's going to be the resting place for this car. Maxx Slash, XRT, it's dirty. I haven't cleaned it up since the bashing video, which I'll post right up here in the corner where I bent the axle and stuff. There is a beast. The Arma Fire Team. If you don't own one, check it out. Show you a couple more right quick. Techno 410.3 with a Slash body. Everybody knows what that is. Real popular right now. Sin Racing F450. Several upgrades to it. Sin Racing F450 lift kit. I've got a lift kit and it's ready to go on it. We got a couple more hiding out right now, but this is just for starters. I need more shelf space. Yes. Y'all have a great day. One more quick note before I go. Controller, I mean, this ain't no big secret, but right here's what I do. I've got a label maker, and all of my controllers, they all look alike until I get to where I can buy enough to where I can switch it all over and run it all off one controller. I use this label maker. I've got max slashes, I got slashes, I got all those I showed you, and you know, the Sin Racing F450s is different. So I make a label, stick it right there. Makes it a whole lot better on how to keep up with them. Now, this is the controller that I use with the Techno 410.3, the Futaba T3 PV. It's not probably the best one out there. It works really well with that truck. And let me get this piece right here and show you. These little fellers, kind of expensive. You got to have one per every vehicle. I forgot right now off the top of my head how many vehicles you can control up by on this. These little fellers right here, if you've looked them up, they're simple, but they're kind of expensive, this receiver. I don't remember how many different vehicles, how many different that you can link up with this controller. It works really well for an entry level. It's it's less than $200. These, however, is, I think I give, I'm gonna say 69, cause it don't sell, can't really remember, but you gotta have one of these. Everybody should know this, it fools with RC cars. One of these per vehicle, link it up, run the car off of it, switch it between vehicle. That's what my goal is, to try to run them all off one controller. These work great, but you got one set of batteries, switch it between vehicle, and then go with it. So anyway, just thought I'd throw that in there right quick. Yeah, end of the video. See you on the next one.